everybody out there? This is Popular Stranger, and we are back at you again today with another MUT 19 video. We're switching it up. We're doing something a little bit different today for you. We got 5 things that I believe could change the landscape of Madden Ultimate Team forever. Of course, we'll be back with more tip and helpful videos tomorrow and in the future, but I wanted to do this 5 things that I've always, and I think a lot of the community feels the same way, wanted to see in Ultimate Team. Do I think these things will get added next year or this year? Probably not, but it's always fun to do these types of countdown and numbered videos. So number 1, this has to be the most requested feature in Madden Ultimate Team history. Practice mode. We need a practice mode, some way to practice with our MUT team so we can practice plays with all the chemistry abilities and playbooks and hot routes and formations and formation subs that we want to use. I know the MUT devs know that we want this mode. This is something that I talk to them and other game changers talk to them about at EA Play. And it's just it's a matter of building in the function. It's not as easy as you and I think it might be. I'm no game developer. I imagine the majority of my followers and watchers are not. But I hope it's something that we will eventually get, because I think it would be awesome, man. So practice mode in Madden Ultimate Team with your MUT squad, number 1. Number 2, we need a next solo button. Again, all of these things I'm going to mention, I don't know the tech side behind it and how easy or difficult it would be to implement, but just think about when you're playing journey solos and the loading time it takes in between each and every solo. Now, I have heard and saw people say that the PS4 Pro and the super duper cool Xbox, whatever that one's called, the load time in between solos is much quicker, so it makes it a little easier for them. But just imagine playing through your journey solos and you finish a solo, instead of saying exit game, you just hit next solo, and then instead of loading back to the menu and then loading up the next solo, it just brings you to the next one. You still get your rewards, and maybe at the end of, say you hit next solo 20 times, play 20 solos, and then finish. Once you get back, then you get all your rewards at once, kind of like, when you finish a game, everything that you sold all comes to you at once. Maybe that, but a next solo button would be so much appreciated to all the grinders. Number 3, custom roster setup is the way I wrote it, but basically what I mean is, how many times do you get into a MUT game and you have to switch out, like for me, I play big nickel over G a lot, and I like to put one of my cornerbacks at safety. So I have to hit R1, I have to make all those substitutions. Why can't we just do that in the main menu and it loads into the game like that every time? So not only formation subs, but also custom audibles. I hate the fact, I'm lazy. I don't want to do this every game, and a lot of times I don't set my custom audibles because I'm just tired of doing it every single game, and maybe that makes me lose games that I, potentially could have won. So really, just custom roster setup means formation subs and custom audibles at the startup or at the menu screen, so you don't have to do that each and every game. Again, I don't know the tech side of it, but I think it would be really good. Number 4 is, I don't know how to word this one, but have you ever had a right end that you wanted to play at left end because you already have a really good right end? I wish that in the game, and I tweeted this, the real out of position that MUT players want is, I wish that defensive ends were defensive ends and linebackers were either middle linebacker or outside linebacker, and safeties, I guess I'd be cool with free safety, strong safety staying. But I would love to just be able to put, and keep my chemistry boost, put my left end at right end and not lose the boost that comes along with it. So I think for positional sakes, they need to have tight ends, tackles, guards, center is fine, wide receivers, fullbacks, halfbacks, and then on the defense, we need defensive ends, defensive tackles, outside linebackers, inside linebackers, safeties, and cornerbacks. I think that would be awesome. I think that would help EA too. They wouldn't have to deal with the, why'd you make Khalil Mack a left end? He's a right end. They wouldn't have to deal with that feedback. They just let us, it's Ultimate Team. It's our team. Let us do what we want with those players. And then last and not least, stat tracking on cards. I would love to see something similar to what MLB The Show does, where they track the stats on, say, my Ricky Williams. Now, if you sell, say you have a core elite Patrick Peterson, you sell that one, and then you buy the MUT Heroes Patrick Peterson. I would be fine if the stats reset on there, so they don't necessarily have to keep it on the player, though keeping it on the player and not the card may be easier, but I would love to see some type of stat tracking system, so at the end of the year, I can say, damn, Deion Sanders had, 176 interceptions for me all of MUT season. I just grabbed that number out of the air, but you guys get the point. It'd also be pretty cool, and I don't know if this would be too rewarding and too glitchy, but imagine some type of reward system where if you hit, 5,000 tackles or 50,000 tackles with a certain player, by the end of the year you get some type of either coin reward or some type of bonus for the next year's Madden game. That would be pretty cool. So some type of stat tracking system on cards, on individuals. Again, it doesn't even have to be reward based, just something. I know there's a lot of people out there would love to watch and track that type of stuff. I would for sure. And those are the 5 things that I think could change Madden Ultimate Team for the best and change it forever and just make it all around better game mode. If there's anything you guys want to add to that, leave it down below in the comments section. Appreciate you guys checking the video. My name is Popular Stranger, and I'm out. Peace!